Through mountains and oceans, the group pressed on. Through sewers they went to get back to the desert of Ru. Through the Inithul swamp they needed to go, to reach the Froglok civilization of old. Lagar hired an ogre guide to lead the group to the entrance of Guk. Nothing like a local to get them safely to their destination. Guk is a popular place for adventurers, as can be seen by the crowded entrance. It is divided into two different sections, the Upper Guk, which is officially called the City of Guk, and Lower Guk, also known as the Ruins of Old Guk. Lagar pulled up his map and examined it carefully. He would be the guide inside the labyrinthine tunnels of this Froglok dwelling. To get to Lower Guk, they had to, mostly, keep right at all crossings. The live frogs were aggressive towards the group, so Abrade, the mage, casted invisibility on them all. Lagar saw his name in parentheses and knew that he was invisible to other living beings. Guk was originally built by the Trolls and remained a Troll stronghold for decades. After the Frogloks arrived upon the shores of Inithul, though, they took the city from them, but not without cost. A terrible curse was released upon Guk, turning many of its inhabitants into undeads. The lower city fell, and the Frogloks that remained alive fortified Upper Guk. They were now forced to live between two deadly enemies, the undead of the lower city and the Trolls of Grob. Lagar would pull up the map from time to time to make sure they were going in the right way. Guk is a treacherous city. There's many fake walls, slippery floors and traps, so he would not leave anyone behind. As they continued their descent, going through long corridors and twisted pathways, they reached a spider room with little to no tolerance for errors. They needed to walk slowly to cross it. But Lagar's invisibility was fading, so he quickly jumped to the left to get invisible again before he could be seen. He then crossed the room with careful ease, waiting for his companions to join him. Mizu and Abrade got lost, so he had to get back to them. "Over here," whispered Lagar. "Be careful with this wooden plank. If you fall, I don't know where you end up." They were close to Lower Guk now. They would stop for the night and continue in the morning. Lagar didn't get much sleep though. He spent the night training his feign death technique. He would not stop until he mastered it. At first he trained alone, but as the sun rose outside, he started seeing many groups going deeper into Lower Gulf. His own group was already up and asked Lagar to come with them. Lagar told them to go. He would keep practicing. With Thane Death mastered, he would be able to move through enemies and not really die. After many hours and no sleep, he finally did it. He was now a master at feigning death. It was time to go, to join his group in the executioner camp. Lagar knew his way around and was not afraid of any mobs. As he was going down the first path inside Lower Gulf, he noticed all mobs were up. His heart raced. He dived into the water and hoped he would get out fast. But he was rooted, and the only way he was surviving this assault was with Thane Death. The first time it failed as a spell hit him and he let out a scream in pain. He was almost dead, but he didn't give up. He tried again and it worked. Finally, for the first time ever, Lagar was able to deceive his enemies. Now he prayed those Frogloks would forget about him and go back to their stations fast. Otherwise, he would drown. Good thing Ixers are stellar swimmers and can hold their breaths for a long time. Once the route wore off, Lagar continued swimming until he reached the bedroom, a famous place that was already camped by a group. Some more tunnels and a quick fall would take Lagar to his group. He thought about jumping at his first opportunity, but Mizu told him to pass by the group camped in the room known as Assassin/Supplier. There was another spot that would lead Lagar to fall on top of his group. He searched for a while, opened up the map, and remembered the way. He jumped down and quickly joined the fight that was happening. After it was over, Mizu gifted Lagar with the Executioner's Hood, a great piece of gear for monks. Lagar was now ready to start pulling. It would take a while for Lagar to get used to the layout of this part of Lower Gulf. The claustrophobic tunnels and mud walls without end would confuse him from time to time. Fang Death worked again. He diverted his enemy to attack another one. Lagar entered the goo scribe room and it was empty. Or so he thought before a goo wizard jumped at him through a fake wall. He went back to that room and took a peek inside the fake wall. Now it was empty. Lagar needed to go deeper to find more mobs. He found some just before getting to the Archmagus area and pulled them to his group. But before getting there, he was asked to wait. Some mobs popped near the group and so Lagar feigned death. When he was finally cleared to pull the mobs to his group, Lagar got lost and reached some dead ends before finding his way again. After some time though, he didn't need the map anymore to move flawlessly through these tunnels. The Ghoul Cavalier was defeated, and he was lucky enough to loot one Ring of the Ancients. Smooth talking is smooth walking. Lagar kept pulling mobs all day and was getting stronger by the hour. He didn't get lost anymore, and he was feeling good. Lagar found the Ghoul Executioner on one of his runs and brought him to the group. Not long after, he pulled a Ghoul Scribe. They were clearing all rooms and all named mobs. Lagar looked at all the rooms and corridors close to them, but there was nothing more there. He wanted to go all the way up to the frenzied goo area, but turned left instead and found some undead frogs there. They were quickly dispatched by his group. This time, Lagar really went to the frenzied goo spot and noticed it was camped. No mobs were up. Everything was empty. As he was making his way back to his group with nothing but his thoughts, he asked himself if it was not time to go back home. He was away for so many weeks. He knew a great spot for their level range there, Karnor's castle. Maybe it was really time to go back to Konark. Like this video and subscribe to the channel to keep following Lagar's journey. Share this with your friends if you liked it. Thank you for watching, and until next time.